just don't know I love going out to dinner. It's one of the things I specialize in. I'm very good at it. Some people aren't good at it. We all know the people that aren't good at it. They don't know what they're doing. They say stupid things when they sit down at a table. They don't, they peruse the menu too long. They don't get it. They order the wrong thing. Take them to a steakhouse. They order breasted chicken. We know who these people are. They're just not. They're not good at going out to dinner. They haven't put the time in like I have. They put the time in like having a relationship or earning money, starting a family. Okay, sure. Have all of that. But you get them out and you go, oh, yeah, you're not fun. They don't have a good story. They don't have a quick anecdote. They don't understand that, like, they got to wrap it up before the waitress gets there. That there's a rhythm to a dinner. There's a rhythm to a dinner that works well. And it's going to be completely destroyed. Completely destroyed with a lot of these guidelines that are coming in. I mean, it's just a death knell to the restaurant business as we know it. It's crazy. And this is a business that I've always wanted to own a restaurant. If I didn't do this for a living, if I wasn't a comedian, I might be in that business. I don't know. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably be doing some real estate scam in Southern Florida with the elderly, but I would still always enjoy restaurants. And it's sad. I can't imagine them unless we have a few months without a case and people are just like, fuck it, who cares? Unless there's a national fuck it, who cares? Unless there's some type of vaccine, unless there's an antiviral drug that works. All of these things seem less likely. The vaccine, the viral drug, all these things seem less likely. I'm not anti-vaccine. I just want to know what the fuck's going on. I just don't want to hand the world over to Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and all of these trillionaires, billionaires, soon to be trillionaires. Let them do whatever they want. You see this new thing on Facebook? All these boomers are sharing it, and they're like, how did Bill Gates, who's the best man that's ever lived, who saved more lives, he saved lives of the Congo, he saved lives for polio, how did Bill Gates be turned into some villain by these? I love Bill Gates. I don't care that he wants to shoot a missile full of dust at the sun and block out the sun. Who cares? I hate the sun. I thought I had a melanoma last week. It turned out it wasn't. It was just a pile of dirt that collected on my body and I didn't watch it, but I thought it was cancer. I hate the sun. I don't care that Bill Gates wants to tunnel to the center of the earth and bring back the dinosaurs. He's the good boy. He's the local boy done good. He's just, all he does is try to help people every day. After the government monopolized, they busted him on all these monopoly things. He went into philanthropy and decided he wanted to give his money away to his charity organizations to give to, schools where his son goes. But, and dodge taxes all over the world by playing fucking come here with the needle and fucking whatever third world country won't kick him out. I like Bill. And I don't want to hear anything negative said about him. Not at all. It doesn't matter that he wants to send nuclear weapons to Mars and blow it up just for fun. He understands global warming comes from the sun. Get rid of the fucking sun. Get that article up. Get Bill Gates wants to shoot dust at the sun, by the way. This is what happens when you let people get billions and trillions of dollars and then nobody's, That's all. He just wants to shoot some dust at the sun. Here we go. What could go wrong? Could dimming the sun save the earth? Bill Gates wants to spray millions of tons of dust into the stratosphere to stop global warming, but critics fear it could trigger calamity. Fuck these critics. Who are these critics? Astronomers? Scientists? Who are these? Have they not heard of Windows? Who are these critics stopping him from shooting dust into the atmosphere? Who is saying that it's not a good idea to block out the sun? Why not let him experiment? It's fun. Why are all these conspiracy theorists? What's their problem? He doesn't want the sun anymore. He wants to dim the sun. This is not a crackpot plan of a garden shed inventor. The project is being funded by billionaire and Microsoft founder Bill Gates and pioneered by scientists at Harvard Epstein University. Keep going down here. Go on for a minute. In theory, the airborne dust would create a gigantic sunshade, reflecting some of the sun's rays and heat back into space, dimming those that get through, so protecting Earth from the worsening ravages of climate warming. Keep going down here. The initial $3 million test, known as the Stratospheric Controlled Perturbation Experiment, would use a high-altitude scientific balloon to raise around 2 kilograms of calcium carbonate dust, the size of a bag of flour, into the atmosphere 12 miles above the desert of New Mexico. This would seed a tube-shaped area of the sky about half a mile long, 100 yards in diameter. For the ensuing 24 hours, the balloon would be steered by propellers back through the artificial cloud, its onboard sensors monitoring this dust's sun-reflecting abilities and its effect on the thin surrounding air. Okay? However, ScopeX is on hold. This is what they're calling it, I guess. ScopeX is on hold amid fears it could trigger a disastrous series of chain reactions, creating climate havoc in the form of serious droughts and hurricanes, and bring death to millions of people around the world. I don't want a bad word about Bill. How did a man who just wants to cure disease and get rid of the sun get a bad rap on Facebook? All these yahoos are making fun of William. I love Bill. So what? He wants Americans to live underground so that the ravages of global warming don't stop them. He wants to create a slave race of lichens who have white skin because they're all albinos. They can live underground. It's nice underground. If you ever been underground, it's lovely. Stop it. Stop telling Bill what to do. He's got billions of dollars. Let him do what he wants. That's what they go. Let him do what they want. Hey, let him do what they want. Hey, if Jeff Bezos wants to automate and just destroy grocery stores and everybody will just get a drone of apples dropped off, just let him do it. Let him do it. Doesn't matter that millions of people are going to lose their jobs. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Let him. If they can design a robot, let him do it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. We'll just let them do whatever they want. We don't want to debate the pace of which people's jobs are going to evaporate and be taken over by AI. Let them do it. Just get it. One of the Harvard team's directors, Lizzie Burns, admits our idea is terrifying, but so is climate change. So is climate change. So I don't want to hear Bill. I don't want to hear a bad word about Bill. I can't believe you ninnies would say anything. So he knows he's up to no good, by the way. If you ever see his face, Bill Gates, by the way. He knows he's kind of up to no good. Yes, he wants to save people's lives, kind of. But let's get real here. There's some other things percolating in that old dome of his. There's a lot of good with the bad. I'm sure Jeffrey Epstein was nice to waitresses, maybe. I don't know. What if we found that Epstein was a big tipper? And he never complained and he never sent his food back? You know, as Isaiah Coulter noted, Hitler didn't smoke. Like, everybody's got a thing that's nice about them. And it's nice that Bill Gates wants to cure infectious diseases, and then somehow that will also bring the population of the planet down. He wants to do that. I get it. There's too many people. I'm in LA. There's too much traffic. I get it. I'm with him. But if you look in his eyes, in his dome, he's got some other things going on. Let me tell you, thank God I don't have $1 billion. Thank God I don't have $1 billion. I'd be if I were him right now, I would be doing some much wilder shit than he is. You just got to watch him. You got to watch Bezos. You got to watch these people. We know that the government is inept. The government and private industry have gotten in bed together, and they've created what people like Chris Hedges have called the corporate state, which means it has all the power of the state and all the and the endless financial resources, and also all the supposed credibility of the private sector, where we bring in these geniuses, incredibly intelligent. We all know, Bill Gates is not a dumb guy. Bezos and all these guys are incredibly intelligent people. So we bring them in, and then, because we all know people working in the government are kind of dunces. We all think the government's, up until recently when everybody said with Obama and Trump, and everyone's like, these are gods. Now, Obama, obviously a smart guy, and Trump is intelligent in his own way. But the reality is we know these geniuses exist for the most part outside of the government. They exist making billions of trillions. Because who the fuck wants to work for the government when you got heads like these guys have? They want to truly revolutionize the world. Great. But when they team up with the government, they're just this unstoppable force. Nothing can stop them. Truly nothing. Don't like what you write? They delete it. You don't exist. You're unpersoned. Doesn't matter. You get in this health policy whether you like it or not. These are the required things. You don't like surveillance? Well, fuck you. You don't like your email read? It's getting read. FBI can go into your search history now. It doesn't matter. FBI go right in your search history. What are you searching for? You're searching for something they don't like? Okay. The FBI is like, we are looking at all of the searches, and we don't mind anyone searching for child porn as long as they make a certain amount of money and they're searching through our approved partners. But we don't really love if you're on some anti-government forum. We don't love that. Right. Don't propagate any conspiracy theories. Don't say anything mean about Bill's plan to block the sun out. Keep your mouth shut about that. Just put a bag over your head and go to your local Italian restaurant and get wiped down with hand sanitizer before you eat. And let Bill and the boys do their work. Let Bill and the boys do their work.